Hello, this is Thomas from the Prof Rider channel. I wanted to come to you today and give you a truthful analysis and review of some products I've been using from a company called Myprotein. A little bit of background: I got into athletics and fitness in 1983, probably close to 40 years of endurance sport activity. I think I've run over 150 marathon and ultra marathon events. Don't remember them all, but I do know I have 900-mile ultra running finishes, dozens of 50-mile finishes, etc. So in that time, I've always been searching out nutritional supplements and trying to put the best programs together. Wrote a book a while back called Mind Over Diet. It's on Amazon. Based a lot of the work I do as a social scientist, I often study motivators and behavior. So in that, I try to think, what makes someone really behave in a certain way or perform well? And in that, I'm always looking for the right combination. So recently, here is let's see, what do we have here? 5.5 pound bag of vegan protein from Myprotein. And wish I could remember how I even got involved with this company. Must have been some kind of online email or something, because it's an online retailer. A little bit of history: was started in 2004 by an individual named Oliver Cookson and acquired by the Hut Group in 2011. It was a UK company, UK, but it's been having wonderful global success. And the big game, I guess, it looks like in 2015, they built a first-time production facility in Kentucky, and that's where my product comes from, shipping in the US. So, it was really important to think about what is the product and why is it good. And I'll tell you this: if you shop it at the right time and plan your buys, it's really, really a price competitive product. And another big story I'm happy to tell you, I just recently went through a 40-pound weight cut. Got into the COVID thing early March. I'm really isolated. I live alone. I got into some, poor eating habits. And frankly, over a first 6 or 8 weeks, I'd gained quite a bit of weight, creeped up past that 200-pound mark. And for me, I'd been there decades. So I went upon a pretty clear, concise exercise and nutrition plan for about, really, I was planning on 3 months, but actually took it out towards 6 because it's a lifestyle thing, right? And I've lost 40 pounds. I think now I'm down to like 163. I'm 5 or 6% body fat. A lot of that I did with the Myprotein product. Also been pretty much a vegetarian for 20 years. I need to say that. Little bit of yogurt. I do like yogurt. Once in a while, I'll have some eggs, but not often. So really for 20 years, no meat, pretty clean vegetarian. And over time, I found that, even though, whey and casein protein are highly rated, and also as a vegetarian, I'm always looking for protein source. I got to the point my tummy just couldn't take it anymore. I just, haven't been into dairy really much for so long. It just didn't make me feel good. Got yucky feeling from whey and casein protein. So I really have gravitated toward plant protein. I've tried different types of plant origin protein on and off for years, and the big thing is they used to taste just awful. Maybe good for you, but just awful. And if you don't like your protein shakes, you're not going to keep drinking them, right? So over time, I decided plant protein's good for me. I've tried a bunch of them, and then of course I'm a price point shopper. I'm just not the $70 a jug guy. I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I'm always price shopping. So I got into Myprotein, and it tastes good. This this here vegan plant-based, it's got a good dose of protein. I believe they're calling it in at 22 grams per scoop. I'm not real big on the measures. I've got a scooper thing I put in. And so I've been using that. They also have another product I sort of intersperse with this, and it's a superfoods blend, which is sort of like you've heard of from other companies, super greens, right? And that stuff can be really, really expensive. Go out and shop some of it or look around. It can be really expensive. I think, frankly, there's such a trend right now toward plant and vegan-based eating that there's some, frankly, price point gouging. Okay, so Myprotein, good product, I think, for me, and I take their multivitamins. I'm taking their vegan plant protein, and I'm taking their vegan superfoods protein. Okay. Here's the thing with Myprotein. Once you get into their email database, you will get inundated with emails, and that's a good and a bad thing. Okay. What it is, though, it's almost like, I don't know, you can feel real good or real bad because they're constantly offering discounts. Okay. At full price, I think Myprotein is overpriced. If you pay full price, it's right up on the top of where all these brands are at, the real high, vegan quality product, high price point. But I'm getting emails for 20% off, 30%, 40, 50. Once in a while, you'll hit 60 or 70. So it's almost like you're frantic. And so, of course, and by the way, this 5.5 pounds, I think that was 40 or some percent off. I got that 5.5 pounds, $40 free shipping. Okay, go anywhere and pound for pound, that is a good deal, 40% off. Of course, I've ordered it, and I think the next day I got, the email was 50% off, 60. So you never know. It's always like, it's almost engaging in a way because you're just trying to time your next buy to get the best value. But if you shop their discounts, you can get super good deals from Myprotein. And again, tastes good. The way I make it, I like to freeze a lot of bananas. I let my bananas get pretty ripe. I freeze maybe 15 at a time, peel them and freeze them. I put 1.5 to 2 bananas frozen in my blender. I use a Versa blender. I got, like a super blender. 1.5 to 2 bananas frozen. And I put in a mix of chocolate and unsweetened almond milk in there, about 2 cups. And I've noticed the silk almond milk I use, it's so rich. They even have like a dark chocolate. It's so rich, you just need a splash. And then I bring it up to about 2 cups with, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And then I put a big heap and scoop of my Myprotein plant protein in there. And whip that up, and it is good. A matter of fact, when I was gaining a lot of weight, there's a local shop where you can drive through and get malted milks. And I frankly, way too often, I was in there getting those big chocolate malts. And finally, I realized if I could just wait till I get home, I can make a Myprotein shake. And it is so good and so rich and so thick that it's comparable to that malt. And so instead of probably 600 calories with tons of sugar, I'm getting a, pretty much pure rocket fuel with about 350, 400 calories, but all good stuff. Okay, so that's it, Myprotein. It works. Shop at the price point's good, but here's one thing I would complain about. And in most of their product, again, it comes in this, quote unquote resealable bag, which really isn't. Okay, it doesn't seal well. And you might know this with these resealable. Once it gets a little of the protein dust around that sealable edge, it doesn't seal up well. So it's not something you're going to be going in and out of all the time. I'm sure that, by the way, there's some products they sell that do come in plastic jugs, but a lot of the plant-based proteins I use don't. They come in these bags. Now, there is one of their higher-end plant protein products in the plastic jug, but frankly, I've been pricing on that and looking at it, and it's just too much for me. It's too expensive. So here's the end. I think, though, there's something in these bags, and I realize Myprotein probably makes millions and millions of dollars by packaging this way versus, putting everything in disposable plastic jugs, right? But here's the point. In a lot of my research, I've studied, good and bad branding. And there's some research out there on what is called a brand transgression. Okay, brand transgression. And I'd state, in this case, packaging like this can be a brand transgression because guess what I've been doing for the last 6 months? Here it is, folks. Very old plastic canister of muscle milk. So because the packaging that comes with Myprotein doesn't really work for day-to-day use, I have to pull out the good old Muscle Milk canister every time. I fill that with the Myprotein, you know, and then I put the bag back away. No brand imaging, right, back in the cupboard. But every day I'm looking at Muscle Milk instead of looking at vegan protein for Myprotein. So I'd suggest that. Good product, good price point, good value, good quality. If you shop it on the right discount, but the container it comes in causes me to have to put it in something else, and also I'll be, you know, that's sort of a dusty, dirty mess doing that whole thing. Okay, so that's it. But I like it. Again, I am not endorsed by them. I don't get any money from them. I'm a paying customer, and I'm going to put a note of that in when I make the description on this. This is just me as a consumer saying, hey, you know, I'm almost 64 years old, 5 or 6% body fat, enjoying my diet, pretty much vegetable, plant-based, high reliance on Myprotein, plant protein and Myprotein superfoods. Okay, that's it. Appreciate it. Give it a try. See if you like it.